Sup guys and girls, Giovanni here, and this is more of a chat than a review for season 1 episodes 2 through 5. Plus, I did find out by Virgil that this new series is not a spin-off nor season 3. It is a sequel series. So, it was good to end that confusion. With that, let's begin the video.
Alright then, let's raise some hell.
Now, I want to say that episode 5 finally moved the story forward. And the reason I say that is because episodes 2, 3, and 4, I felt nothing was really happening. Thanks to 5, all that changed. How you may ask? Well, number 1, it was revealed that Lonnie and Shauna are pregnant and are planning to get married. I assume the wedding will take place in episode 10. Number 2, the return of the Diablo sisters family. You're probably saying, but Giovanni, how can this be? Well, I'm gonna tell you, fellow viewer. We have our way in by this girl named Parrish, who is a spy for the girls. She's a fan of Shauna's, and Shauna wanted Virgil to keep her company at home. Virgil agrees, and they end up smashing. And at the end of the episode, you see her on the phone talking to someone, saying, tell the girls that I got him. That got me excited because who knows who's showing up. But by her saying, tell the girls, if you ask me, let it just be the OG 3. Amy, Ashley, and Angel. I would have a question to that though. Why is Angel evil again? Because remember, she was trying to redeem herself in season 2 by helping Virgil escape. She's still waiting in the parking lot for him. Another thing, who is she talking to? Because she was obviously talking to someone to relay the message. So you could say she was talking to the receptionist for the family. If that's the case, they could bring in that character to build more hype for the family. In following episodes, you see Parrish talking to the receptionist, and the receptionist would relay the message to Parrish that the family tell her to keep doing her job while they come up with a plan to bang him one last time and erase his memory. They don't want to sell him anymore. He's all used up. That was said in season 2, episode 5. I want to say, what if the receptionist is Missy as Wolfie? Wolfie works in the office under the thumb of the OG3. She's not even a field operative anymore. I would think that because Wolfie failed Big Mama, because Virgil escaped. Dame could actually finish up this plotline from season 2. He could have Parrish be the mystery person Wolfie sent to spy on Virgil in Jean's apartment complex. The only thing is she failed and Big Mama doesn't like failures. Though maybe she gave her another chance, which is fine Virgil. Now going back to the girls' plans, as they gather information, they start to ruin Virgil and his friends' lives. They start to ruin Lonnie and Shauna's wedding plans. Like, let's say the family prevents Lonnie and Shauna from getting married in a wedding venue. And because of that, when episode 10 comes, the wedding itself takes place inside their own house, which would make sense not only story-wise, but for the budget. The wedding will include all cast members in the season, like Shauna's cousin Carly. I will bring in Queen C. Maybe there could be an episode where Virgil and Parrish go and pick up the rings. Parrish is here to stay, for the rest of the season at least. At the wedding, the minister says, if there's anyone that objects, speak now. That's when the family appears. Going back to the family, I'm still hoping I get a recreation of this. Will I get it this season? Who knows? Terry, in episode 5, hold up. I gotta back it up a little bit. In episode 4, Shawnee dressed up as Ella to trick Virgil into smashing. Now, when that twist happened, people thought, is there only one sister? Does she have multiple personalities? Or is she a clone? It was none of those things. When Elle found out about it, she apologized to Virgil and wants to make him dinner to make him feel good. With that, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly is Ella's role this season. So I'm gonna throw out an idea on how I will use her going forward. First, we find out in episode 2 that she's aiming to get her doctorate in sociology. Her boss tells her to write about the sociology of people surviving of being forced to be a prostitute. She's looking for the perfect person to write about. And while she's online looking for that perfect person, she eventually sees Virgil's name, thinking to herself, is this my Virgil? She doesn't see much as it's all been blacked out. She uses her contacts like a reporter to find out more information. Her contacts aren't able to give her much, but what she is able to get is that this is indeed her Virgil, and he's supposed to be dead. Ella confronts him about it, but she eases into it first. Ella says, remember in episode 1, I said this?
What are you running from, sweetheart? You got some type of crazy stuff in your past? You have inner demons? Childhood trauma?
Well, that was before I got to know you. Or do I? Virgil was like, what do you mean? You do know me. Ella is like,
you're supposed to be dead!
Virgil just gets up and walks away. And at a later point, he is then ready to explain what happened after season 2. Now with that, I created a little bit of a timeline, and I did put some things I think may have happened. 2020, that's when he met Angel at church. They spend time together as a couple, then going on to live with Amy and Ashley as someone fills Virgil's house with bed bugs. 2021, season 2 happens with Virgil going on to live in Jean's apartment complex. Late 2021, Angel strikes a deal with Kassandra Lee to end her family's prostitution scheme. She is able to put her family in jail, but then there is the trial. 2022 to 2024. The Diablo sisters family are able to get out of jail thanks to a really good lawyer.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I.
With the family out, Kassandra Lee, Shanae, and the government put Virgil into witness protection since they know the family will come after him. Only a selected few know Virgil is still alive, Lonnie being one of them. Over the next 2 years, he moves city to city, state to state, town to town, which leads to December 2024/January 2025. Virgil lives with Lonnie and Shauna. Episode 2 was stated to take place in 2024, while 3 was stated to take place at 2025. So let's say a month has passed. It was also stated in episode 3 that once his check comes in, he is leaving. I think that is because the government ran out of money to keep moving Virgil around. So they told him to pick a place for him to stay to then wait there for more money to come in. That's why he said he's only going to be there for the season. It's also why the family are able to finally find him, because he hasn't stayed in one place for too long. And that is my hypothetical timeline when Virgil explains everything. Getting back to Ella, another plotline is then closed. Virgil tells Ella that he was in therapy, but it failed, and also tried to smash the therapist, but he failed at that too. Virgil starts going in on how this affected him. He's scared to trust people, this and that. Ella, while she is listening, she is writing down on how she can use this for her paper. As for Shawnee, I got nothing, but I will say I prefer Terry's acting for Shawnee than Ella, cause she can act all crazy, all she like, and I do like the crazy chicks. But that's all I gotta say about that. When ranking the episodes, I give episode 2 a 7, episode 3 a 6.9, 4 a 7.5. That twist really helped it. And episode 5, I give it a 7.9 out of 10. Looks like the opposite will be happening. Season 1 of the original series, the first half was better than the second half. Season 1 of the sequel series, the second half could be better than the first half. But we'll find out in due time. But with that being said, get your fingers out and say it with me. Bye.